What's going on, people? This is Blanche Eden. Ugh, I'm so annoyed. I thought I was recording and I wasn't. I done talked for like 20 minutes. So here I am again on the second roll. This would probably be funnier. So let's try it again. Ugh. All right, there's so much to talk about. There's Tyra Banks, there's Naomi Campbell. I also want to talk about that conversation sparked me wanting to talk a little bit about Rihanna's Fenty and give a little background on that. And then it kind of led me to more racism, excuse me. And it brought me, I just landed in this Nitecap code to be exact. So there's a white woman and her name is Sarah Marantz Lindenberg. I'm assuming she's a white woman based on the abrasive tweets that I read today. Her last name shows me that she might have some Jewish descent. And I believe, and I'm on the website because, you know, I skimmed through a couple of things, but I like to see a product for myself. So I want to go. So you go to somebody's website, it kind of gives you their perception of what their product is and what they're selling and so forth. So, you know, it sounds very cliche. It doesn't sound like anything unique. I think it's a whole media stunt and it's a joke, but let's get into it. It says here, ever woke up to discover your hair appears to have had a wild night of its own? Does your skin look better when your hair is tied up and back? It's a fact. Hair can cause acne due to both natural oils and product buildup. And I agree with this. So, you know, there's no confrontation here. So just to keep reading here, it says, while planning her wedding, Nitecap founder Sarah Marantz Lindenberg was experiencing breakouts on her face, neck, and back. She began sleeping with a vintage silk scarf to preserve her hair and complexion. To her delight, she noticed how much better her hair looked in the morning. Her blowouts lasted longer. And yes, her skin improved too. Okay, so she had a great experience with a head wrap. You know, this is not brand new news. It's just showing what inspired her. People have been tying their hair up since like maybe the 1600s, probably before that. I have to say before that. During her pregnancy with twin girls, Sarah was required to go on bed rest, allowing her time to grow the idea of silk sleepwear for hair. This is probably what people are, you know, shooting at here. Allowing her time to grow the idea of silk sleepwear for her hair. So she's kind of saying that she grew the idea of silk sleepwear on the hair when she just said that she used a silk scarf. So now she's taken the silk scarf and created a bonnet, which has been, again, around for ages. I do want to look and see if there are any, give me 1 second. I want to look and see if there's any black owned bonnet companies. So you know what I think with bonnets, it is marketed towards black women because, you know, we get our hair done and we want to preserve our styles for longer times. And this is basically what she's saying. My hair lasts longer. This is old news. It's nothing new. It's old shit. You know what I'm saying? But there's also companies with white women wearing it. I mean, people have hair. I had the podcast about hair. Go check it out. You know what I'm saying? It's hair, you know, so I understand it gets a little touchy, but it's just hair. And that's how I look at it. Otherwise it gets messy. You know, hair is hair. White women wear wigs. White women have been wearing wigs forever. This is not new. It's not a new thing, particularly Jewish women. They don't have to, excuse me. Some of them choose to because they have to shave their hair. And some branches of, you know, the Jewish religion do that. I'm not getting into it because it's not really. But that's what they do. So all races of people wear wigs. So wigs are not a black thing. Black people don't own wigs. Black people are not the only people that wear wigs. Let's get this out of the way. But back to the hair bonnet. You know, people have been wearing this forever. So I think people are really angry at the fact that she is saying that she grew this idea in her head while she was pregnant. And boom, here's her business. She was inspired by the delicate benefits of this luxurious fabric, along with the rich history of hair wrapping. Can we please? We all know what that means, but it's watered down here. Although silk scarves were easy to find, Sarah wanted something more, a functional and aesthetic system that left no waste. Bingo. So, the no waste part can be taken as in something negative, but I believe I read somewhere online that she's using the leftover fabric and making other products out of it. So I believe that's what it means. At first, when I read this, I was like, are you trying to say that our products have waste? Okay, she could be saying that. It could be taken negatively, but looking at it from a business standpoint, she's saying that I use all my fabric and I sell all my fabric. That's not a reason for me to buy something, though. So moving along. The designs, fabric sourcing, and testing began. And 1 year later, in 2019, Nitecap was born. Whatever. We hope you will enjoy the benefits of Nitecap and share our passion for sustainable production and female-owned and operated entrepreneurial spirit. So I guess, she's using the fact that this is female-owned, which is old news. Females have been owning businesses forever. I don't like the fact that people use sex and race as a means to sell a business. Like, is your product good? Why do I need to buy your product? Why do I need to invest my money in your product? There's a billion products out there. What makes you special? Let that be your selling pitch. It's getting a little tired. I'm tired of people saying, let me not contradict myself. I just did a podcast when I was saying, the new Clark Sisters movie, it's an all-female production, black female production movie. Okay. So, yes, I want to support that, but not because, yes, I mentioned that in the podcast, but I'm not going to support it because it's all black female. I'm excited that it's all black female. That's an exciting thing. That's a good conquer. Yes, I love that. But that's not a reason why I'm watching it. I'm watching it because I love the Clark sisters and I care about their life and I want to learn about it and I want to see what happened. That's something interesting to me. That's the product. I care about the product. It's not just because it's black and female, because it could not be any good, even though it's black and female. But I know it's going to be good because it's black and female. Okay. So it's just I just hate to see this. I'm using this as an example because this is something that has been around for centuries. Literally, it's been around for centuries. Okay. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. It says here there's a item, tillon, and it's a type of head covering, a large piece of material tied or wrapped around the head to form a kind of a turban that somewhat resembles the West African gili. And the West African gili is worn by women in Ghana, Liberia. It's a woman's cloth headscarf that is commonly worn in many parts of Southern Africa and Western Africa. The head tie is used as an ornamental head covering for a fashion accessory, or you could wear it to bed. You can do whatever you want. It's on your head. It's your head tie. You know what I'm saying? There's a picture here. It says a West Indian flower girl and two other free women of color, Agostino Brunius, in 1769. Okay, so people were wrapping their heads in 1769. Or probably before that. Okay, I'm trying to literally say centuries that people have been wrapping their hair. This is not a new thing. A turban is used in so many different cultures. Indian men wear it. It doesn't belong to anybody. Okay, and it's just frustrating. People try to own things. It's like, it's just a head tie. I'm not defending this woman, but I am saying nobody owns the head tie. The head tie is just an item that people are using. She just happened to, you know, she obviously knows somebody. I'm just gonna put, that's what I think. She obviously knows somebody. If somebody's in a newspaper for a nightcap, you got connections, dude. I mean, there's nightcaps coming out left and right. You know what I'm saying? I go to the beauty supply store. There's nightcaps everywhere. And that's what everybody's uprise, I think, is about. Is that they're everywhere. But this woman happened to make a headline out of it. Okay, so obviously there's some connection somewhere. So let's not think this is some type of, oh, she's doing something amazing. No, I think she just knows somebody. Okay, and she just happens to have the right connections. And when you have friends in high places, you could do stuff like this. That's it. Now let's shop her nightcap. That's what I wanted to do, really. And what I noticed that made me go, this is bullshit. It, you know, the first cap on the shop nightcaps page is a black cap called the Cleopatra for $98. They're all $98. I don't really care about the price. People are beefing about the price. I don't care about the price because people spend literally hundreds to thousands of dollars for a pair of shoes. So I don't want to hear, oh, it's $98 because you spend hundreds of dollars on a pair of shoes. I don't care if it's Italian or if it's fucking Russian or if it's an African shoe. Like, you spend the money on it. So if she wants to sell a nightcap for $98, what's the beef? Yes, it's sold cheaper, but that's how much she wants to sell it for. People have a right to sell things for what they want to sell it for. They're business owners. Nobody has the right to tell them what to sell their price, sell their product for. That's where I'm kind of like, I don't really agree with that beef because it's like she could sell it for whatever she wants to sell it for. Who are you to tell her to not charge to pay that? If you don't want to pay for it, then don't pay for it. I can go to Walmart and buy my kid a pair of sneakers, or I can go to the Nike store and buy my kid a pair of sneakers. Nobody's telling Nike not to charge $98 for their shoes, so who cares, right? Let's relax with the price because $98 honestly it's not a lot of money to some people. It really isn't. And the market that she's targeting, maybe that's nothing to them. So I don't see what the uprising is about that. This is business. And I think what a lot of people don't understand of business is capitalization. I need to make money. I need to make capital. She's probably invested a lot of money into this. She needs to make it back. So maybe she has to charge $98. Maybe she can do a markdown sale. When she makes some money, she could put it on sale. I'm not defending this lady. I'm just, as a business owner myself, that's just what it is. I need to make money. I don't care about how you feel. Like I said, business is not about feelings. It's about numbers. It's about success. It's about capitalization. So get out your feelings. It's nothing to do with you. And your nightcaps are $3.99 at the Chinese beauty supply store. So moving along, right? I'm offended that a little bit. I'm not even going to use it. Let me back it up. I'm not offended. Okay? I take that back. I take it all the way back. I'm not offended by this. I'm kind of struck by it. And I think that is done purposely. And it is a mockery that the first cap is a black cap and it's called the Cleopatra. And the reason why I say that is because when you scroll through the other 4 caps, there's one called the Rose, which is pink, right? Roses are pink. Okay, got it. Common sense. All right, rose, pink. Yeah, I got it. Bobby. This one is navy blue. It's called Bobby. Maybe Bobby for boy. I don't know. Doesn't look like she put much thought into these words. The Izzy, which is the bone colored, or some would call it beige. The Izzy. The Kitty, which is the red one. Okay, obviously maybe these are named after her kids. I don't know. Okay, I don't know where this inspiration came from. But the fact that the first one is black and it's called the Cleopatra shows me that you know exactly what's going on. I don't have to say it. You don't have to say it. It's just in the air, in your mind, in your heart. Common sense. This is a mockery to me. It's like a joke. It's like, haha, So That's the first thing I thought was weird. Now I believe when she in her about section where there was no waste, she makes scrunchies out of them. So her leftover fabric is, obviously very valuable. It's $32 for a silk scrunchie in black. They don't have names, they're just colors, and they're pretty. It's a pretty cap. It's a very simple, and when I look at it, I would think that she is Jewish because I used to work, the Jewish woman was one of my clients who I used to work, and it looks like what they wear. It's very simple. It's black, it's white, it's clean, it's simple. It's very simple. It's not fancy. And it looks like that type of inspiration. So she could sell to her people. I mean, I guess that's what it is. But to make the black scrunchie called Cleopatra and everything else have kind of a basic name, it just stands out to me. And it's kind of like like you kicking dust in my face a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And, that was just weird. I don't know where the inspiration came from. Maybe somebody should ask her. I don't know. But there's no red scrunchie. There's only navy, bone, pink, and black. And they don't have names. So she sells scrunchies. She sells nightcaps. She tells you how to wear it. So people need instruction on how to put on the nightcap. Let me look at this because I could be really assuming. So let me back up and shut up, and let me just see how you wear the nightcap. Let me relax. Hold on. For loose waves in the morning, put on your nightcap. Gather all of your hair in your hand and twist it as if you're wringing water out of it. Place the twisted hair along the back of your head, then secure the cap. You can also wrap your hair in a bun and hold it in place while you adjust your cap. Okay. Eliminates the customer service calls on how to wear the nightcap. It looks like a hood dryer. It's just like a cap sitting around your head and your hair dries like that. That's what it looks like to me with a bow on it. With the rise of businesses, I guess there's a couple things that rub me wrong about it, but I wouldn't, the way that people went in so hard and gave it so much media attention, I don't think it was necessary because now she's famous because of it, which is why I'm keeping this podcast short and sweet, and I'm not going to promote it. I just think that there's a couple of things I noticed, and I think it was done on purpose. And people fell right into the trap. Because it's blowing up. Black Twitter is promoting something that they saying that they hate. I don't understand. I mean, there's tweets and hashtag. Hashtag is promoting. When I hashtag something, I'm trying to push it. I'm trying to promote it. So why? I don't get it, but I don't need to get it because I don't even care. I don't really care, so she doesn't have a lot of products. I think she has less than 10 products. I think she has 9 products. And that's what she's selling right now. That's why I kind of quite don't understand all the, it could be again that she's kind of claiming that she invented this and there was no inspiration. I saw a tweet that said, this is one thing I wanted to, so on the cover of her website, it says, wake up to a good hair day every day. It didn't say that before. What did it say? I believe I read something that says, wake up to good hair every day. I could have sworn I said that. I saw that. But now it says wake up to a good hair day every day. Well, on the cover of her page here, of her website, there's a black woman wearing the rose-colored silk scarf. My point, people, is that we can be mad, but our madness really doesn't have any value if it doesn't make us get up and make our own businesses. We could be mad all we want, but if we can't, can we really be mad at someone who went after a dream, no matter what? Even if, it's kind of mocking us a little bit by putting a black lady on the front saying, wake up to a good hair day every day. Some could take that south, some take it north. I don't know how to take it, because the first cap on your site is a black cap called Cleopatra. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Is it a dedication to us? I don't know. It could be so many things, right? It's not just what we feel. It is what they feel. And we don't have the ability to know what they feel. All we can do is assume and kind of guess and put facts together and try to make an educated guess, a hypothesis, some would call it. But, there's a white woman on her site. There's a black woman on her site. Nobody can say she's discriminating, even though, I don't think we need to be giving it all this media attention. That's what I think. I think tomorrow this should not even be an issue. And, that's it. I don't like that name. I feel like the fact that that's the only one and it's black and everything else has kind of like a regular generic name kind of stands out. And I feel like it was done on purpose, with purpose, to aggravate people. Another black woman advertised on her site in a facial mask. Listen, I'm sure there's going to be black women that buy this. We cannot drag black people that support this business just because we don't. I know I said I'm not going to support it. That's my personal business. But if a black woman buys this because she sees herself on it and she likes it and she could afford it and she wants to pay $98 for it, who's anybody to judge her or stop her? Have a good night.